This is the fact on Ospec TV Africa.
How are you?
I'm fine, sir.
Very well. Very well. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, you're welcome, sir. You're welcome, sir. Yeah, this is a podcast. We call it the facts. Yeah, I would like you to give a brief introduction about yourself, sir.
Okay, my name is Akin. Akin Akinyemi. I'm an architect, and in the context of this discussion, I'm an aspirant of the ADC. I'm aspiring for the House of Representatives, Oshodi Solo Constituency 1. That's Oshodi proper. So I'm an Oshodi boy, and I'm pleased to talk to one of my own.
But the last time you contested under a
Yes,
platform.
yes. I came out under the People's Democratic Party, the PDP, my former party. Unfortunately, a lot of water passed under the bridge, the challenge and the trouble and the division in the party, and various tendencies, and I had to come
Hello,
out to.
sir.
I had to come out. Yes, I came out of the party to pursue my political ambition in the
Okay.
ADC. Yes. So I was the candidate of the PDP in that constituency for State House of Assembly in the last general election.
The recent, controversy in ADC.
Yes.
What are the chances of getting the ticket?
Well, the chances is there. The ticket is, for one, a number of people are currently aspiring. Whether we have a recent, there will always be challenges. There's no party that don't have that, doesn't have challenges. I mean, the important thing is for us to sit back, sit down. If we want to go consensus way, we'll go. If we cannot, agree on a consensus, let's go to the field. But the important thing is that the party is supreme. The party must produce a candidate, and that candidate must be supported by all. If at all we want, to take over power and reset our nation to the path of growth and development. Because currently what we have is a no-no for me.
Okay.
As
So,
I'm aspiring, and I hope to get it, but it's not cast in stone. If I get it, I will work for the party. I will do my best to ensure that I defend the mandate and deliver victory for the party within my best and working with every other person. If I don't get it, whoever gets it has my support. Whoever gets it has my full support. Because look, primarily, there has to be a change in the current narrative. We cannot continue this way. We can't possibly continue this way. But what is happening now with the division in the coalition and what have you is like we are handing the ticket over to the ruling party. And that's a no-no for me. Sorry to say that. It's a no-no.
don't you think that people leaving the party would definitely have a kind of a serious effect on ADC?
It's going to have an initial serious effect on it, but it's a good thing he's leaving now. I mean, he has the right to leave. He
Okay.
has the right to pursue his ambition anywhere. Unfortunately, it could tell on his integrity. Because if you have agreed to come together as a party and work to wrestle power from the APC, and in the last minute, nothing has been done, it's not as if you've been cheated, you chose, to play safe. I don't know what His Excellency Peter Obi would want to get from going to join the new party. The new party too could have issues. It's better to come together like a bunch of broom. When you are together, you are unbreakable. If you take a single strip of broom, you can burn it, you can cut it into pieces. But when you are together, if Obi is there, if Amici is there, if Atiku is there, if Kwakwanso is there, if the opposition come together, it's going to be tough for the ruling party. Now, if you have a tripartite arrangement, you have left a loophole for the ruling party to have their way. I mean, it's not rocket science. A grade 5 student will be able to tell you that that's what's going to happen. How much momentum can the new party, the NDC, how much momentum can they get going into the general election with this strict timetable? I'm told that over 9 million people have registered in the new party. Good luck. What should have happened? Those 9.1 million people should have stayed in the ADC and wrestle with Atiku. And wrestle with him. Get their cards in the ADC. Let them bring out their cards on the day of the primary and make sure that Peter Obi, His Excellency, becomes the candidate. That's look, the bedrock of democracy is internal democracy. That is what you call participatory democracy. When the grassroots will come together, look, the Electoral Act allows for direct primaries. That's an advantage for a popular candidate like Peter Obi.
What of when the majority said that they don't want direct primaries? Because from what I gathered, I learned that Peter Obi, His Excellency Peter Obi wants direct primaries. And those that have dollars, those that have the money, say they want consensus. Because it's only two these things.
You are contradicting yourself, my good friend. Those that have dollars,
okay,
they want that election because they can spread the dollars to buy votes.
Is it the election or they want? Or is it they want the direct primaries, or they want consensus?
Look, the party has not taken any decision on that. All parties, including the APC, has those two options: consensus, which is better, which is easier, it can be better managed. But if the consensus fails, you go for direct primaries. You are not using delegates. Every card-carrying member of the party will have to say.
Yeah.
We have a say, including the 9.1 million people that followed Peter Obi to another party, and maybe several. What is the number of people that Peter Obi brought into the ADC platform? You are saying that 10 million people have left, 9.1 million have left. Look, it's just distraction. What we should do is come together. If you don't come together, you don't even have any option. What Peter Obi and Kwakwanso did yesterday by cross-carpeting to that new party is to reduce the momentum gathered by the ADC. But I hope the ADC will bring themselves together and marshal another strategy to ensure that at least something is still done to salvage the situation. That's doable. Look, if Peter Obi wasn't going to join, he shouldn't. If Peter Obi wasn't going to contest or abide by the dictates or whatever methodology he wants to, he shouldn't have joined. This is a man that was in Afghan. He moved to PDP. In PDP, he was given the slot of running
vice president.
Running mate to Atiku then. I mean, the election was lost. Again, you wanted to be president. It's very popular, that place.
Yeah.
He wanted presidency for some reasons before the primaries. Before the primaries, he came out and joined the Labour Party. The Labour Party got that momentum. They did very well in the election. But imagine if Atiku and Obi came together in the last election. Would we have, the nomadic presidency that we have now? That majority of people have called incompetent, but very desperate to hold on to power when the people are hungry.
But so why is Atiku coming out by this time when they say that after this term, the next is for the North? Why is it coming out by this time?
Look, my brother, I told you earlier, I said Peter Obi has a right to aspire at any platform, using any platform. Atiku has a right to aspire to be president. It's a constitutional right. If he wants to follow, an understanding that is not written in the constitution, it's just an understanding. Power rotation it can go anywhere.
Mutual agreement. Yeah.
Yes. So what we should do is to go to the field. Peter Obi has popularity. Let's look. Even Donald Trump went through primaries. The current governor of Florida, where he resides now, where he lives, because he left New York, where he resides in Mar-a-Lago, is in Florida. He contested with him. Some of the people that he appointed into positions in his first term struggled that ticket with him. Today, in his first term, one of the people that gave him challenge at that primaries was Marco Rubio, who is now Secretary of State and doing very well. Look, we should understand that the bedrock of democracy is the primaries in that our primaries.
Yeah.
So that look, let all tendencies produce their own. The APC have told you that look, we are giving the second chance to Ashwaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the best thing that has happened to them. That they have the rights to do so. The opposition, they have also come together. Let us face the person that the APC has brought. And they've been working together. I attended one of their meetings in Abuja. Beautiful. So when I heard yesterday that our cherished Peter Obi is cherished.
Yeah.
When I heard that our cherished Peter Obi is moving to NDC, I was surprised. Not too surprised anyway, because he has done it before. And so what I just remember is that look, this guy is God sent to Tinubu. This guy is God sent to Tinubu. That's just my own conclusion about it. The ADC, I'm a member of the ADC. The forms just came out. We just want to pick our forms. In my own local government, for instance, I wish I can talk to all the people aspiring. Let us come together and sit. Let our leaders call us into a room. Let us look at the hubs. Let us look at our popularity. Let us look at all of us are competent. Nobody is better than the other. We are all privileged. And nobody say I'm the best guy. No, nobody. Your popularity is good, but that alone cannot even do it.
Yeah.
That alone if we have somebody who has done it before, who has won that election, we can say, okay, you, because you have done it before and you have won, okay, all of us, let us come together and support you. If that is not there, issue of competence, there's nobody that will bring out huge sum of money. Are you with me? That will come out and contest. I have been a candidate in the past. Some other people aspiring for the same position I'm looking for, they've been candidates. We've all faced the electorates. So let us look at who can withstand the storm. And say, okay, you go. I wish they would pick me. Maybe I should talk like a politician. I'm the most qualified. But that doesn't mean I should be the only one to get it. It can go to anybody.
Okay.
But what democracy teaches us is that, look, that person, all of us must come together because there's no point just collecting ticket of a party and doing nothing with it. More so when you are working against a party that has all the cards. The APC currently has all the cards. They control the police, they control the military, even INEC. You can imagine what was said about the current INEC chairman having, tweeting when it was Twitter, now X, in a partisan manner. I think it's under investigation. So all the cards at the APC. So we have to now come together to see how we can puncture their plan and ensure that we make the election too big to rig. If Peter Obi and Kwankwaso lose, the election will become riggable.
Okay.
They don't even need to rig. If we split our votes, I for one would like to stay in the ADC. Whether I get tickets or not, take it to the bank. I will stay there. Because look, I'm somebody with some semblance of conservative ideology. The PDP ordinarily should have been a party that I cannot imagine. I couldn't imagine leaving the PDP at some point.
Yeah.
Yes, because that's a conservative party. That's a party on the right. The APC and what they are far gone to the left. What are their policies that they are talking about? What is the essence of infrastructure when the people are paid? If you cannot secure a nation, you can't even talk about any other thing.
So, sir,
with all this baggage, yes.
Hello,
go
sir,
ahead.
can you hear me?
Go ahead, please.
What effect would Peter be leaving APC? What effect will you have on your candidacy?
Well, I am not. I am not. I'm not perturbed. I'm concerned, but I'm not perturbed. I know the deed is done. I will continue to aspire, and I hope the party considers me and gives me the ticket. But it's going to be more work for me. It's going to be a
Yeah.
lot more work for me when I get the ticket. But it's still doable because every politics is local. Every politics is local. But that it won't affect my own candidature, is not is not true. It will when I emerge. But as an aspirant, it has nothing whatsoever at the moment. That's just what I'll say. But in the general elections, it will definitely affect because the votes of the opposition will be split.
Although I have been able to ask questions on some, like somebody called me, one of the members in ADC called me. So
Yes.
she said, what will I advise her? Whether she whether she goes with the Obi or she stays with the ADC. I said no, you need to stay with ADC. You see, because most of them are really confused with what's happened now. I said you need to stay with ADC. You can vote for any other candidate you want to vote
Yes.
for, but during the
Mhm.
presidential election, you can vote for Obi. But
Mhm.
I won't advise you to leave ADC for now because of Obi moving to NDC. So that is one of those things. The only thing I will really say now is that I don't know how you guys want to do it, but it's just I want to give you opportunity to talk to them. What advice are you giving to those of NDC members who are also, supporters of P2P? What do you have to
NDC,
tell them?
NDC members or ADC members?
ADC
Okay.
members.
Now, you see, for the ADC members, ADC is currently like an egg that is very fragile. At the moment, the egg still has its shell. But any attempt to destroy that egg, whatever we spill out, will not be able to come back together. What His Excellency Peter Obi just did now is going to affect a whole lot of destinies. Because if we are not careful, it's like handing over a second term and possibly a system of one party states to the ruling party. You will see that his decision will come with a lot of political baggage and ideological baggage. It will tell even on his own integrity. He's going to, if you ask who will win online now, it is okay, Peter Obi and Kwakwanso. But
Yeah.
elections are not done online. Elections are done real time. You will see many people already preparing to contest under this coalition platform. A lot of people have invested money, invested time, invested energy, and we all had hope that at least at a point we are coming together as an opposition that agrees that the current government is incompetent. But that has been shattered now by this movement. We are now divided. So that division, now it is now left for us. I sent a message to our platform in Oshodi this morning that look, I am going to stay in ADC and fight, and fight. I'm not fighting anybody that goes to NDP. I'm not fighting Peter Obi. Look, we have a common, they are not even enemies. Look, election is not war.
Yeah.
A lot of us forget that election is not war. Even Peter Obi probably doesn't know. Election is not war. Primary is not war. If you don't win the press, what makes him think he cannot defeat Atiku in a primary? Atiku is not God. Atiku too, but he has invested a lot in the party. The party secretariat, I'm sure he released to the party. He has funded the party as much as possible. Why can't all the Peter Obi movement come together and fund it? You can have it. And peradventure you didn't have, you don't get what you want. There are so many other things they can come. You can be vice president. Why can't you? If let's assuming but not voting that he didn't get the presidential ticket, he can be vice. He can be Senate president. Look, it is better to start somewhere. The Southeast, for instance, what is the highest position? What highest position do they have in the Southeast as of today? Even in APC, deputy speaker. They didn't get presidency. They didn't get the vice. They didn't get senate president. No deputy. They got deputy speaker. So a vice president. Just assuming, I'm not considering that if he stayed in ADC, he will lose that ticket. Let's just assume that he lost it. There's no way he won't get the vice. That is a place to start because we want change. We cannot afford to continue this way. I don't know how much you buy your own fuel or diesel. I'm into construction. Cement is over 12,000 today.
Yeah.
So what are you talking about? How much is food? What about insecurity? What policies are you seeing that you can say that yes, this government means well? So we need Peter Obi.
Some people are still on the opinion that Atiku should have stepped down for Peter Obi. Even in the north, they are telling Atiku to step down for Peter Obi.
What Peter Obi did has vindicated Atiku. Because the contest has not been made. Are you listening to me?
Yeah.
Has the contest been made? Has Peter Obi obtained form? Did they say they will not sell form to him? If Peter Obi says he's not agreeing to consensus, won't they go into primaries? Let me tell you what the guy saw. He looked at the registration from the different regions, and they found out that there's no way under the sun that he will be able to clinch that ticket because calculate all the registration from the zones that he will easily win. And that's why he took that decision. Nothing more. All these somewhere is hostile, is toxic. It's not true. It's just political, statements. The guy did his calculation, found out that he can't get the president, and he needs to be president and he left. That's not good sportsmanship. That's very bad. It's not good for his integrity. But it doesn't take away my love for him. Because there's no way you write the history of this country without talking about the prominence by Peter Obi. I loved that coalition. Peter Obi is one of the reasons why I had hope in that coalition. Today, he's shattered that. But that's his own that he has done. There's somebody that guides all the affairs of men. If he says the APC will not continue, let there be 10 Peter Obi that will come out of that coalition. That coalition will move ahead and win.
Okay, sir. What do you have to tell your constituents?
Look, for them, first and foremost, let me be selfish. You need Akin or Akin to represent you. You need better oversight for the spending of government, whether the coming ADC government by the grace of God, or even these APC people. We need oversight. We need to look into the books. We need legislations that will be people focused. We need people to say the truth when it matters. We need people to be sincere. We need empowerment. I like the word empowerment. The people need to be empowered.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's a sad situation now. The government has weaponized poverty. That's what they have done. A lot of people have moved from, if the middle class has been wiped out, and they are making Nigerians poor.
That is the only way they can achieve their aim.
So that when they bring money tomorrow, a hungry man will have no choice.
Tinubu's wife is sharing rice presently.
Look, let him share gari. Let her share whatever they like to share. The people will collect.
Yeah.
But Yorubas will say to Shushu Romala. That is when it's time for you. It's not, maybe it's vulgar. Let me not interpret it.
So, sir, like I said, this is the fact podcast,
Okay.
where opinion is free, fact is sacred, and opinion
Okay.
is free.
I like that, yes.
Thank you so much for coming on the podcast.
Anytime, my brother.
I'm very
Anytime.
happy to interact with you.
Let the
I'm very
Oshodi
happy.
Solo constituency want people know that Akin means business, and we want to make Oshodi great again,
Okay, sir.
and God will help us.
Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Appreciate that.
I appreciate it, sir. Yeah.
Take care, man.
Thank you. Yeah.